Hello friends, welcome back to Dream Degree. Today we are going to discuss about the concepts of Ferdinand de Saussure. Ferdinand de Saussure, often recognized as the father of modern linguistics. He revolutionized language studies with his theories of linguistic structure. His work laid the foundation for structuralism and semiotics, focusing on how language functions within the human mind and society. Saussure's theory touched on several core concepts like substance and form, the distinction between sign and symbol, langue and parole, syntagmatic and paradigmatic relations, and diachronic versus synchronic analysis. These concepts together provide a comprehensive framework for understanding language as both a system and a cultural phenomenon. Substance and form. In Saussure's view, the distinction between substance and form is crucial in understanding the structure of language. Substance refers to the physical aspects of language, sound, return, symbols, or gestures. Form, on the other hand, is the organizational structure that gives language meaning and coherence. Saussure argued that language is not a mere collection of sounds or substance, but rather a system where form imposes structure on these sounds. Form allows speaker of a language to understand and generate meaningful expressions, making a language a structured system rather than a random assemblage of noises. Sign and symbol distinction. A cornerstone of Saussure's theory is the distinction between sign and symbol. Saussure defines a linguistic sign as a combination of a signifier and a signified. Signifier refers to the form of a word and signified the concept it represents. For instance, the word tree, which is a signifier, is associated with the concept of a tree, which is a signified. This association is largely arbitrary, meaning that there is no inherent connection between the sound of tree and the concept of a tree. Saussure's sign is distinct from a symbol, which often has a more intrinsic connection to what it represents. Symbols, such as icons or metaphors, can have some relation to their objects or ideas. However, Saussure's signs rely on arbitrary conventions understood within a linguistic community. Langue and parole. Saussure introduced the concept of langue and parole to distinguish between the underlying structure of language and its individual expression. Langue represents the abstract systematic set of roles shared by a linguistic community, or the social side of language that exists independently of any one speaker. Parole, on the other hand, refers to the actual speech, acts, or utterings made by individuals, or the personal side of language. Langue provides a structural framework, while parole reflects the speaker's application of this structure in specific context. By separating these two elements, Saussure allowed linguistics to focus on language as a system rather than a collection of individual utterances. Syntagmatic and paradigmatic relation. Another significant aspect of Saussure's linguistic theory is distinction between syntagmatic and paradigmatic relations. Syntagmatic relation refers to the linear combination of a word in a sentence or a phrase, such as the arrangement of "the cat sat on the mat." Here, each word depends on its position within this sequence. Paradigmatic relations, by contrast, are based on the choice available for each position within the sentence. For instance, in the above sentence, cat could be replaced by dog, or sat could be replaced by slept. These two types of relation highlight how language is both combinatorial and selective, a system of possibilities that speaker use to construct meaning. Diachronic and synchronic analysis. Saussure also emphasized The importance of distinguishing between diachronic and synchronic perspective in linguistics. Diachronic analysis examines language change over time, tracking the evolution of words, meaning, and grammar. Synchronic analysis, by contrast, looks at language as an exists at a specific point in time, focusing on the relationships within a language system rather than its historical development. Saussure prioritized synchronic analysis in his work, arguing that understanding the structural relationships within a language at a given moment is essential for studying it as a coherent system. His focus on synchronic analysis laid the groundwork for structuralism in linguistics and other fields. As conclusion, Saussure's theory of language centered on the distinction between substance and form, sign and symbol, lang and parole, syntagmatic and paradigmatic relations, and the diachronic versus synchronic analysis provided a paradigm shift in linguistic studies. By conceptualizing language as an abstract system, Saussure influenced countless linguistics and philosophers from Noam Chomsky to Claude Lévi-Strauss. His work emphasized the structured, rule-bound nature of language, showing that language is not simply a means of communication but a deeply ingrained system that reflects human cognition and social organization. Saussure insights continue to shape our understanding of how language operates within and influence society, underscoring the role of language as fundamental structure underlying human thought and culture. Hope you got an idea about Saussure's concept. Thanks for watching.